Yes sir, what's good chat? Welcome back to another video. As you guys can see from the title of this video, we're gonna be hitting a crazy leg day at Sam Sulek's gym. Yes, the man himself, Sam Sulek. You know, he just hit me up in the DMs like, yo, I really appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate your grind. Pull up to my gym. I flew all the way over to his state, and now we're about to get a crazy leg session in at the Sam Sulek headquarters. I'm sipping on my pre right now. Also for my pre-workout snack, I got this Hormel's Crumbles chocolate bar. So this entire chocolate bar is 10 grams of protein, 9 grams of carbs, and 6 grams of fat. And it's a salted fudge chocolate bar, and it's actually truly amazing. Like, I prefer this over ordinary full sugar chocolate bars. Shout out to my wife for getting us this. She always picks up these crazy protein foods online, and I'm just like, oh, I feel like it's gonna be mid. And then when it gets shipped over, I'm the one that's eating on all of them. It's like a full-size chocolate bar, thick, wide, you know what I'm saying? Snap off a piece right there. It's like a mix of a crunch bar with caramel, and it has saltiness. Like, the salt comes in and it actually enhances the flavor by a lot. I'm not gonna do much talking right now. Let's get to the gym, and then after the workout, I'm gonna do a little car talk, because, you know, I've been missing the car talk videos. Car talks are just more intimate. Like, I feel like I'm talking to a friend, and it feels way more casual than being in public and, you know, trying to talk like that. Yo, thank you guys so much for 375 subscribers, bro. Can you guys imagine 375? But, you know, at the bottom of my heart, 375 subscribers is crazy, man. It's actually a milestone for me. I remember starting this channel off with 0 subscribers, 0. Brand new channel. So if you guys enjoy my content, you guys watch my videos, why not hit the subscribe button for me? You know, it doesn't take that much time, and it's just like a way to motivate me to keep pushing, so then I can motivate you guys. Like, so yeah. It's a 10. Oh my god, bro. I thought this guy was walking into my car. Bro, I thought that guy was like walking into my car. It's a 10-minute drive to Sam Sulek's gym, and let's get started with this crazy leg day. All right, guys, so we're here right now. Sam Sulek, for some reason, didn't want to show up. Nah, but I was joking. This is not Sam Sulek's gym. I was exaggerating a little bit. The reason why I said that is because this gym actually went through an upgrade, and they got all Arsenal stuff. And if you guys know, Sam Sulek's private gym has fully Arsenal machines. So when I saw that, I was excited. I was like, damn, you know, I'm gonna have the same machines that Sam Sulek has. But, you know, inshallah, one day, me and Sam Sulek will get a workout in. Starting off, I'm gonna do some of these hamstrings. The laying hamstring curls out of service right now, so I'm going to be doing these for the first exercise of the leg day. Quick little drop set. All right, so I'll show you guys some of the equipment around here that's Arsenal. So this is the first one, an Arsenal standing hamstring curl. But they got some decent like Arsenal chest machines. They got everything basically, chest, back, legs. So yeah, I'll show you guys around, and let's move on to the next one. All right, so for the first heavy leg exercise, I'm going to be doing this Arsenal leg press. And I haven't leg pressed in a long time. I've been just sticking to hack squats and pendulum squats. And honestly, the leg press does not feel that good. I'm just doing it because the other two machines, the hack squat and the pendulum squat, are occupied, but my knees are kind of hurting, so I'm only going to be doing 2 working sets over here. This is my second one, and then after that, hopefully one of those machines free up. I feel like right now I just mess with the squatting position more, where I gotta come down and really get that stretch and then force my way up. Oh Oh, all right, I'm happy with 8 for 8. That shit was heavy. Let's move on because not really messing with this right now. All right, so hopping on to the Arsenal hack squat. I'm gonna be doing 2 sets over here. Usually I'll stick to 1 exercise and do 3 to 4 of those heavy sets for my quads. But today, you know, I did 2 sets in the leg press and then 2 sets over here. But yeah, another Arsenal machine. I'll show you guys around like when it gets a little less busy. I'm gonna definitely record a little more here. They got some crazy back stuff. The chest stuff is all right. The leg stuff here is really good. Let's get right to it. First working set. All right, so we just got 10 over here. I'm gonna go up in weight. Definitely feels a lot heavier than 2 plates. Probably because I pre-exhausted my quads doing those heavy ass sets. So 1 more set over here. We're moving on to some hamstrings. We got 1 more working set. We got 3 wheels on the machine. I'm not gonna cap, both my knees are aching a little bit. I don't know why, but it's not a good sign. Hopefully this set doesn't induce more pain. I was gonna ask someone to spot me, but you know, I don't feel like talking to anyone. You know what, this is a do or die. If I can't do this set, it is what it is. I knew that was gonna happen going to the last foot. Let's see how far my mentality can push. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. I don't want to hurt my knees anymore. I'm gonna move on to some hamstrings and then some leg extensions. I'm gonna be doing 4 sets over here, 235 on the stack. I don't know why my knees are aching today. I feel like that leg press was not the move since I hadn't leg pressed for so long. Then just put up 8 plates on it, and that leg press itself was just very different from the leg presses that I'm used to. And I don't know, the angle of it was weird, so that probably attributed to why my knees feel weird. All right, we got 2 sets on the leg extensions. I usually do 3, but I'm gonna reduce it to 2 because my knees today. I'm gonna do single leg extensions, starting off with the left and then matching that same amount of reps on the right side. All right, so some hip adduction and then abduction, and then moving on to some abs. All right, so before I go hit some abs, I'll show you guys some of the Arsenal machines they have here, which I've first seen on Sam Sulek's new gym vlog. So I don't know if they have this one at his gym, but this is the nearest one to me. It's like a glute machine. As you guys can see, if you guys saw my old videos, this gym was completely different. They went through a full renovation. So here they got the Arsenal standing calf raises. And then these are like the Donkey Kong or donkey calf raises. This machine is a staple. I actually love this one. This is an Arsenal pec deck fly. Sam Sulek had this one, and this one is fire. The only thing about it is the weight stack is pretty light, but the angle of it and the contraction is amazing on this. Kind of awkward because people are using it, but this is the Arsenal incline chest press. That's the flat chest press. Then they got a standing chest press over there. Got some fire back stuff. This is like a low row. This one's pretty sick actually. The grip is like Mac thin. You can just row it. Another back one over here. The handles are pretty sick. Plate loaded, lat pull downs. And then this leg press I didn't use, but that's like a laying leg press. That's the one that I used. And then they got Arsenal 8 stacks, Arsenal bars, Arsenal everything. Yeah, so technically the title was clickbait, but also it wasn't, because most of these machines are at Sam Sulek's actual private gym. It was just funny because I remember him making the video, and then a couple months later this gym went through their upgrade. Then I came in and everything was Arsenal. It's like, yo, I saw this from his videos. So I thought it would be a funny YouTube idea to be like, yo, I'm working out at Sam Sulek's gym. There's a lot more machines I wanted to show you guys, but I didn't want to record people doing their sets. They have that seated shoulder press, they have a standing shoulder press, they have a standing chest press, which I never seen before. I'm definitely gonna start working out here more and recording more at this gym to show you guys the different machines they have. But yeah, I'm gonna do 3 sets of abs here. And yeah, man, today I woke up at the leanest 178. I took a couple pictures, but I can't post them. Let's just say they were fully raw pictures. I'm looking pretty lean, alhamdulillah. I can't complain. Hopefully we got another 5 to 10 pounds to cut down. But honestly, I want my legs to be lean. So the last time I was lean around 175, 170, but my legs didn't have that much definition. It was mainly my upper body. So I'm assuming if I want my legs to be lean, I'm probably gonna have to cut down to like 165, which is actually absurd. 165 feels like a stick to me. That's like victim weight. But I can't wait to start bulking. I'm gonna do a clean bulk, 100% strategize, you know, counting macros, counting calories. That's the thing a lot of us fall into. It's like while you're cutting, you count your macros or calories, and then when you start bulking, you kind of like, you know what, it doesn't matter, I'm bulking anyways. And then you tend to overeat, and then a couple months later you look like a blob. And that's what happened to me. I went from like 175 to like 240. Hopefully I'm never gonna let that happen again, because cutting down from such a heavy weight is mentally like challenging, bro. There's been so many days I'm like, damn, I have like 20, 30, 40 pounds left to cut, but alhamdulillah, we're almost at the finish line, bro. I was dreaming to be here and now I'm here. It's weird because the shittier you feel, the better you look. So you look at yourself in the mirror, you be like, damn, I'm shredded, I look good. But then internally you're dying from starvation. But then some other times you look like absolute shit. You look flat, you look small, and then you're also not feeling good. So it's just a roller coaster of emotions. And also because I'm hitting abs, I wanted to mention, you see people saying abs are made in the kitchen. So there's a big misconception in that. And what I did was I thought like, okay, I don't need to really work out my abs. I just need to make sure I'm eating in a caloric deficit and I'm eating clean. But the misconception is the kitchen's gonna reveal your abs. Actually working them out is gonna get them bigger. So if you don't have abs there and then you eat clean and you diet down, your abs are not gonna appear. Abs are a muscle just like every other muscle, so you wanna make sure you work them out. So just remember that you need to actually work out your abs to get them bigger, and then prioritizing your diet in the kitchen is what's actually going to reveal them later on. This is by far one of my favorite exercises, some ab crunches. So let's get to it. Some post-lift thoughts. It was a good workout overall, except the fact that my knees were hurting and I couldn't hop on a pendulum squat or a hack squat sooner. But you know, I felt like I burned a good amount of calories. I felt like I got the work in. Definitely put my hamstrings and quads under some mechanical tension, which is all that you can ask for. I know a lot of people out there that don't hit legs, and I was one of them. You know, at the beginning of my lifting journey, well, this is actually before I was super consistent, but in high school when I would work out 3 months here and there, I just would never hit legs. I was just an upper body guy. And then when I started taking lifting seriously around 2020, something just clocked in. I just started to make sure that I hit legs, and then over time, you know, I started falling in love with legs, and now that's one of my favorite muscle groups to hit. And I'm not saying I look forward to hitting legs all the time. To be honest, I actually don't most of the time, but something about going in there, pushing yourself, and then being done with the workout and being satisfied with the effort you put in. And that's the best thing about hitting legs. I feel like you don't really get that with any other muscle group. So I know there's a lot of other guys out there that don't hit legs, you know, you don't prioritize legs, because to be frank, everyone looks at your upper body first. The initial muscle groups that stand out to the average person is arms, chest, and shoulders. No one really looks at your legs. No one really looks at your back. It's mainly arms, chest, and shoulders. That give people that notion like, yo, this dude's big or this dude's small. So that definitely has an influence on why a lot of people skip out on legs and prefer to hit upper body only. But also at the same time, if you guys have hit legs, you know how much energy and effort goes into it. Legs is definitely the hardest part to hit if you're hitting it good, like a good mix of heavy compounds and also isolation movements where you're going heavy and you're really giving it your all. That's probably the main reason why people skip legs. But I'm telling you guys, if you want to see progress made in the gym, don't skip out on legs, because at a certain point, either you're going to plateau on your upper body and your legs are going to cramp up and now you can't make progress in your upper body, or you're just going to look disproportionate. And if you guys ever seen a guy with a big upper body and skinny legs, let's just say it's something to laugh at. Moral of the story is make sure you guys hit your legs, and I swear it's going to make you more athletic. Like, I don't jump, I don't run, I don't practice any of that, but when I'm playing basketball or even football, like, I have pretty decent hops and I could run pretty fast, and I definitely attribute that to hitting legs. And it's just like the foundation of your body. Like, if you have a massive building, why would you want the foundation to be weak? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for me and stay tuned for my videos. And I appreciate every single one of you guys making it this far into the video. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. I hope you guys have an amazing night. Peace.